This is the new black colour. Silver.
Welcome to the Rucku podcast, which many people have thought that I should do on my own.
Yes, you want to do it on your own.
And their family members.
I'm the only one with any relevance to the Rugby World Cup. But I'm joined by this group of losers. Jed,
No. He's not
fresh from the underpass.
Yes, immediately after the match, I set about a sort of 70-hour Hunter S. Thompson type romp of London, and it concluded when I
Fear
strolled
and
back
loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah, well, yeah, and so to speak, bats, out you damn bats. And then it all ended when at about 11 o'clock Monday night, I kicked open the front door of my cardboard box, and me, two blondes and a brunette.
Excellent.
And then you woke up.
I think one of them was. I think he was
dogs.
Dogs?
No.
No, dogs are for outside, mate.
Okay. Yeah.
Wish I was there.
So Jed and his Labradors. Zinny, obviously. And Ieuan.
Yeah.
Zinni.
Anyway,
this is going to be fun.
Hey, be careful here.
I know.
And Campo still on the end of his phone. Campo, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you, Will?
Excellent.
Fantastic, mate.
Yes.
Very happy for you guys.
Yeah, well, it's good, Campo.
As I was saying a couple of weeks ago, you weren't even backing them, so you must be happy now.
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah.
Very good.
But I mean, actually, just before we progress, I just want to take us back just for a second here, just to last week, before we talk about the quarterfinals just gone. So if we can just listen to this a second. So hang on, does everyone take it as a given that New Zealand are going to beat France?
Yes,
Absolutely. That's a given, mate.
England were terrible. They were rubbish, mate.
Yeah.
And Brown, they might as well run out there with brown paper bags on their head and give one to the crowd in case theirs falls off.
Was it 33-12 up and they go for drop goal?
Ashton should
Great
just
rugby.
turn around and gracefully nod his head and walk out the door and never be seen again.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're going well, and England New Zealand won semi-final.
Yeah,
Australia New Zealand semi-final.
yeah, definitely.
Semi-final. That was
So much we know then, isn't it?
So I think I was the only
Who
one
said
there,
the Rugby
wasn't I?
World Cup was bloody predictable?
Come on, Zinny.
Brain dead, mate.
4 days. 4 days is a long time to think about. And
Not
try
long
and,
enough, though, is it?
No, it's not. No.
Everyone's gone on about the referee.
He was shit.
Definitely.
He was shit.
Okay. And England had a shit referee in the World Cup final in 2003. They still won the game.
But they still won, though, and they still whinge. It's the difference. You can't tell me that.
The result.
That Luke
Do
McAllister.
you really think that
McAllister
referee
is one incident.
changed? Do you think that
So
referee will change the game?
He tried to in the World Cup final, but England actually
no,
they
we're not
carried on
talking about-
thinking, Campo. Whatever. I agree. There were some decisions went against the Blacks, but they stopped thinking. They could have still won the game.
I agree with that.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah,
Yes,
they were brain dead.
but that try came at a crucial time. It put them in front. And yes, I did. The All Blacks lost a lot of leadership because there was no one on the field. I understand.
Campo,
So
they
the Wallabies-
they should have still won, mate.
Campo, there were people still on the field. There were 15 of them.
Yeah,
Right,
I know,
and
but
there was no
leaders.
thinking.
You know, I think if you have a look at the problem Henry created, there was no major. Guys on form weren't
No
picked.
captains,
No
no
major.
lieutenants.
Exactly. And I thought, it was very interesting watching because Richie McCaw was very quiet on Saturday night as a captain.
He did play, I think.
He did, but he wasn't. Every decision, he didn't argue. He just got on and went.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was something said to him before the game or because he's not.
Campo, I think it goes right back to the whole. I think it goes right back to the whole campaign. We believed in Graham Henry. 2 years ago, he came up here. He did the whole squad system, playing two different an A and a B team. Came up here, Northern Hemisphere, spanked everyone, and we thought we believed in the whole campaign. But what I think is it's actually devalued the bloody the All Black jersey because whereas normally when you go on tour,
he can buy it under the Bolton Wanderers jerseys now.
I agree with that.
Is
but the thing
this
is
the grey
also,
one or the black jersey?
But
Is the
I
grey jersey or
don't
the black
understand.
jersey?
Also, you guys might be. Why do they keep on? Why do they have to wear a grey jersey when they are the All Black? What's the significance in the IRB doing all this? And apparently, someone said in the game against Scotland, some IRB official went to the All Blacks at half-time and said, "Can you wear your black jerseys?"
Yeah. Anyway,
That's a bit silly.
Zinny, getting back to the interesting bits about the game. Last 20 minutes,
Yep.
loads of possession, no drop goal.
no drop goal. But then you
until the halfway line, and then they tried one.
Until they got right back, until it was a real challenge, and then they went for it. And you think, I know the referee made some bad calls, right? But that happens in a game.
Yeah, they should have
Part
still
of
won.
preparation.
They should have still won, mate.
Yeah, I know. But then you go back to the guy who is actually playing there, Byron Keller, off.
Yeah.
Now should have. Justin Marshall wasn't available, but Perry Whippu actually made that decision. Brendan Leonard actually always went left. If you're going to give yourself an option and you're trying to batter the goal line, surely you've got to go right, and if that doesn't actually work, then go back, because they were 10 metres from the goal line. 10 metres from the goal line, they were just battering away. But
the thing is,
you're
going away from the point. You can blame the referee or all you want here, right?
No, I'm not blaming the referee. I'm blaming the All Blacks in that situation.
Is looking around and thinking, right, we're frustrated, we're annoyed, we're in despair here. We need an outlet for frustration, and that's the ref. The All Blacks blew it. They should have won that game comfortably. After 60 minutes, 13-3 ahead, and they were miles ahead. They were comfortable.
I agree, but the thing is, it's interesting if you look at the Southern Hemisphere teams, except the Box, but most of the other teams
are on a
go for
home.
drop goals. No, they actually go for drop goals, don't they? Where the All Blacks never really, they know they can back themselves to score. So that was the problem, and the reason was when they went for a drop goal at the end is there was nothing else to do.
We've never won a World Cup game on a drop goal.
That's right.
Well, thank God for that.
Yeah.
Yep. And
No,
geez,
but it is,
hey, I bet you wish you had.
Well, yeah, maybe in this situation, but once again, I go right back to here. Two guys I think should have been here. What the hell was like Ruben Thorne here, like for Troy Flavel, Perry Whippu for Brendan Leonard. That's two guys because they got reprimanded, smacked on there because they went on a drinking binge. They should have been here, and I don't think Perry Whippu would have been here. This whole ethos about the whole, the value of the jersey, I think it goes right back to devaluing the jersey, but because the guys have got this mongrel dog about winning these games. They're no more passionate because, like,
it's a job.
It's just a job. They go, if I don't play this week, at least I'll play next week. If I don't play that week, I'll play next week. When you go on tour, you always want to play the test matches. And that's why there's no mongrel edge. There's no cutting edge. When I saw Scotland play against Argentina, I even thought Scotland were even more passionate about beating Argentina. If the Scottish guys had a little bit more guts and composure, I think they could have beaten Argentina.
So Graham Henry.
I think
or is it his wife? Which one is to blame?
I think that I think the whole campaign.
His wife?
Yes.
But the interesting stat though, that 80% of New Zealand people believed before they came to the World Cup. 80% of the New Zealand people believed that, because they just did a survey and just said, look, do you actually believe what they're doing? 80% of people said, yeah, I think the All Blacks are on track. We think it's everything's right.
Yeah, I think it was 80% of the people who don't coach New Zealand. There's only one coach. There's only one leader.
Yes, I know, but that's the whole.
Yeah, and you live and die by that. Your decisions.
Have the Kiwis? Have they gone soft? You're into peace and love, aren't you? And save the world. Have you gone soft? You used to be warriors.
Here we are.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Do you want a hug?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, mate.
And a kiss.
I'm supporting the coup.
Hey.
This is a Fijian shit.
Good man. But no.
Peace and happiness.
I think it's peace and harmony. You've lost the warrior
Peace
edge.
and happiness.
Yeah.
Well, you've started to wear this sort of stuff. I mean, the whole thing, it's gone tits up, isn't it?
Yeah, but at least I can fit this one. You probably wouldn't get this around you, would you? Hey? Yeah. Oh, please. Oh.
I mean, look, I don't think that you can even convince me that the All Blacks actually played that badly. I mean, on pound for pound, when you put it on paper, there was 22 good rugby players out there for us. At least that was the idea. But, hey, mate, we did a lot of things wrong, and the French did some things wrong, but I think when you weigh it up, they played their game, they snuffed us out, and then when push came to shove, they threw us on the ground.
Hey, Jet,
I got to ask, without French, what about Shazowski, that hooker?
Yeah.
What a game.
But can I just ask, you do the alternative rugby commentary, don't you? Which is beautiful.
Thank you.
You must have been struggling a wee bit during that game.
Not at all.
No?
Not at all. No. The wonderful thing about obviously being a New Zealand rugby fan is that you get to, very much as the Welsh, you get to appreciate good rugby. And so it's not hard to talk about that. I look for the beautiful things in life.
Okay. Well, listen, going on to another great victory, the England-Australia, Campo. England-Australia.
Yes, well.
No,
I said to you, I think, everyone I've told us the way that beat the Australians in the forwards, if that's correct.
You did say that?
You did say that.
And I knew that they're weaknesses, but I suppose the disappointing thing is for us, it's like the All Blacks. Nobody stood up to be counted. Why
Matt
would you
Dunning
leave
tried.
He
tried to stand up.
I know that,
Big
but I mean,
Matt.
why would you leave Drew Mitchell, who scored 7 tries, on the bench?
Yeah.
I don't understand the
'Cause he
tactics.
can't
I would
prop.
love to know at half-time what was the instructions, because the backline is a great talented backline, did absolutely zilch, nothing.
Well, they didn't get any ball, did they?
But when they did, they kicked it away well.
I thought they would counter-attack more, I have to say.
Well, for some reason, Latham didn't run. Lottie gets the ball once. Mortlock and Giddo don't even combine, and Barnes is left by himself, and Gregan runs crossfield. There's your back line. Under pressure, they couldn't perform.
Point of the match, Saki coming off his line, nailing Latham.
Yeah.
That was the best tackle. That was the best tackle. But the thing is, Stacky was very, very poor. There's one part of the game where they kicked the ball behind him. He didn't even know where the ball. He just jogged back.
Mate, I reckon he's a rubbish player.
No, I know. But if you're on the field, you would say.
Presence of mind to turn up and do that.
Yeah.
But if he's a player, you would actually say, guys, look, this guy doesn't. Let's keep on kicking the ball behind him.
Well,
they do it once and they don't do it again.
I got to admit, the likes of Simon Shaw.
Sheridan. I thought the English pack were superb.
Yeah, Simon Shaw.
Speed to the ball, commitment at the breakdown.
No, I agree.
I think we should move on to the next game then.
We could move on. I just want to reminisce just slightly. There's some great lines that were on the website which you need to get onto if you've got a sense of humour. www.rucku.com.
On the fireproof gear, where is it?
What do New Zealand need to learn in time for 2011? The Heimlich manoeuvre. I like that. That was by Yardglass. And what was this one? Campo, you'll like this. Now that we've beaten the Aussies 3 times in the last 3 World Cups, do we get to keep them and stick them on the wall? From Chris, there are some great comments, but hey, I'm not the kind of guy who wants to go on about that.
Oh, yeah, right.
I wouldn't like to gloat here for hours.
Could I just say, a very interesting person I met before the England game was Clive Woodward at a function, and I said, what's going to happen today? He said, England's got no chance. And then on TV he says, I always thought it was a 50-50 chance.
Well, hey, looking ahead
great.
then, have England got any chance against the French?
No, don't believe so.
I think they're actually, who knows, we don't know how the French are going to turn up or who's going to turn up for the French.
The problem with the French is the fact that they're always a bit premature with their celebrations, aren't they? They've done this time and time again. They play one game and then party all week. And they're also going back to Paris, where they're not being particularly good at. If they're playing in Marseille or in Cardiff, I'd fancy the chance of doing particularly well. And the other problem is Laporte, God knows.
I think they should use the same steroids they did in the last game.
England have announced an unchanged side.
Yeah, as have France.
But England have to do more. I mean, I think that's the key from English point of view. They're going to have to score some tries.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yes, I do. Yes,
Isn't that
and I know
what
you're
rugby's
trying
all
to be
about?
sarcastic.
Excuse me,
I'm not going to
I
rise to
forgot.
that yet. I'm not. You know.
Isn't that-
They didn't have the last game.
There was no trying.
Isn't what rugby's all about, scoring tries? For you guys,
Campo,
the World
rugby's
Rugby?
about winning, mate.
Oh,
Rugby is about
okay,
winning
yes,
and not
that's
going
right.
out in the quarter-final.
Exactly.
You f***ing loser.
At least I've won a World Cup. You haven't. Get that stuck right
Get
up
it?
you.
Yeah, I'm with you, Campo. I'm with
Just
you.
remember, Australia's won 2 World Cups.
Hold on,
England has
we've
still
got
won
2
one.
losers here.
Exactly. I don't think Ieuan's even played the World Cup final.
He's flapping on the bank. Go on, fucking bash him on the head.
Come on, get on with
Have
it.
the Argies got any chance against South Africa?
I think they're very tired. Well, I think
Yes,
after
I agree.
the captain said we're very tired, and I think emotionally has taken. Because I'd like to know when the last time the Argentinians have actually played 5 games in a row in Test matches. It's bloody hard.
They've never played in a,
and they haven't got the
yeah.
backup like these other teams have.
the last time they played in a tournament was 4 years ago, and they're having to do this back to back. So, and they're breathing rarefied air at the moment in the semi-finals of a World Cup.
But the
I
Africans
fancy South
played
Africa.
very poor against. They played a lot of pressure on them against Fiji as well. So who knows? It could be the pressure again. Who knows what's going to happen?
What are you looking at me for?
Rarefied air
Yeah.
in the semi-final.
For Argentina, yeah.
I like that whole image. So the Argies are breathing rarefied air, man, in the semi-final, somewhere in Paris. So, England, South Africa final.
No. I
get a sneaky. I'll tell you what. My prediction here, and
I'll
I'll fall down this.
previously, but you got nothing there.
No, whoever wins between England and France will win the World Cup.
Yes.
I do actually believe
Okay,
that.
I
I know
can
you
see
don't care.
it'll
You
be
don't care,
France.
do you?
No. I think both of them have got a chance. I
of
really
who
do.
got a chance?
I think England can actually turn up. I think they can turn it up if they get that confidence. You've touched on it here. If they go to their strengths, their forwards, and really smash them up front, they just have to have that belief and they get that that confidence. You know, the Argentinians. I think they've run the Argies. I think they've run their course. I think it's going to be a South African, and either one of the other sides in the final.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
You've leapt off the fence with that prediction.
Well, yeah,
you really
well,
have.
Yeah, I'm half cocked at the moment. So,
Well, I'm staying miles away from you then. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. England to win the World Cup, as said by everyone here. It's been a pleasure for me to be here, and I know it's been a pleasure for these guys to be with me because we're still in the World Cup.
yeah,
So look forward to seeing you next week, and I'm about to get hit.
yeah.
Yes.
Go on, take a shot.
Have a look at your mirror. Oh, I missed him! I missed him! Can't